Today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite creepypasta. I feel like I've never done this, and I feel like a lot of viewers that I know that watch my videos have no idea about what creepypastas are. Creepypastas describe a genre of comprising short, mostly supernatural stories that are composed by their authors to various online forums. Inevitably, some of the stories escape their original content and begin circulating via email or blogosphere and social media posts. As in this case for the Russian sleep experiment, creepypasta, I guess you would call it. Some of these out-of-context stories are sometimes mistakenly believed as described as true events. The Russian sleep experiment story can be viewed in context on the Creepypasta Wiki website, which identifies its author as unknown. So I'm just going to get in by starting with one of my favorites, the Russian sleep experiment. The story describes an experiment conducted by the Soviet scientists in the late 1940s, in which 5 political prisoners were kept awake in a sealed room for 15 days straight. To ensure that the prisoners did not fall asleep, a stimulant gas was piped into their room. So the story goes on to describe, detail, and quite horrific results of the experiment. However, this story is purely a work of fiction. No such experiment was conducted. In fact, the story is a popular example of the type of viral thing on the internet as a creepypasta. It is also available on Wikia and many other locations on the internet, so I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Alright, and the next creepypasta I want to talk to you guys about is 1999 Mr. Bear's Cellar. This is a really weird one. This one really messed me up inside because the story is located literally like 30 minutes away from my house, so it kind of scares me because I live in Ontario. The story, simply known as 1999, this story is one of the most realistic and chilling urban legends on the internet. The tale follows the journey of a Canadian blogger named Elliot as he tracks down the meeting of mysterious TV channel that he watched in year 1999. He remembered it being extremely sketchy, and hindsight, he realized that it was most likely run by a local predator. As he continued to investigate, he learned that the man running the channel was attempting to lure children into his house for sacrificial purposes. To top it all off, Elliot also realized that the crazed man was torturing and killing children while wearing a bear costume and calling himself Mr. Bear. There were only a couple shows that aired on this mysterious channel, most likely because it was only operational between the times 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. The first show was called Booby, and this featured characters that were live-action hands, literally hands, guys, on top of a table, which was obviously a low-budget show. The show starred a hand named Booby that would find itself in different situations in every episode. However, the episodes got progressively weirder. In fact, during an episode entitled Playing with Scissors, Booby appeared to be holding a pair of scissors while another smaller hand was violently in the background playing with it. Booby then proceeded to repeatedly stab the smaller hand with the scissors, while a muffled child scream could be heard in the background of the actual show. The scissors eventually got to the bone, and that was the last time Elliot ever watched an episode of Booby. Next up on this psychotic schedule was Mr. Bear's Cellar, which featured the mentally unstable man dressed as a bear, literally in a bear costume. What actually went on during the Mr. Bear episodes are too gory to describe here, so you'd have to read the rest of it yourself. Honestly, guys, just read the story, it's messed up.